Right then, Jack, so you've been pretty consistently in the 60s for the last few papers. This is a much trickier paper. If you can get in the 60s with this one, then that is impressive. So let's see how you go. Right, well, that was going great then. Now what you've done here is you've overworked. You've done too much work. Alright, 50 times 10 is all I'm looking to see there. You don't need to do this extra stuff. Alright, so I'm going to nail you a mark there. That's all you need to do for an estimate. It's a quick check to see what sort of figure you should be expecting. 18 marks on that first page, and you got 17 of them, so that is a great start. That's good. Now you turn these into probabilities, which is okay. You don't need to. Your totals are okay, so you're going to get 6 there. Your graph is great. You've labelled your axes, so you're going to get the 4 marks for that. You're going to get the probability. Now the mode is just which colour comes up most often, which is the B one. Can't remember if it's black or blue. I'll say B. Okay, so it's whichever one comes up the most often. This is something that you should be able to do. You would have done this in Key Stage 3 with whichever maths teacher you had. You go to perimeter is the distance all the way around the outside, so you need to find those two. If you know it's 9 from there to there and 3 from there to there, then it must be 6. So that side must be 6 and that side must be 6. So to work out the perimeter, you add up the distance around all the sides. The area, then you have to divide it into 2 rectangles and work out the area of each, adding them together. If we get a chance, I'll do some area and perimeter and volume work in class, but in case we don't, practice that yourself, because that's easy marks. That is fine. That's your maths. Communication, none. You aren't telling me why you're doing what you're doing, and you aren't concluding at the end whether or not I've got enough seats. So I can't give you those marks. It's not acute, it's obtuse if it's between 90 and 180. And that might be okay for the 36 degrees. Let's have a look. Yeah, that's bang on 36. So you get that mark. Now 112 from Q, you've got to turn your 0 around so that it's still on the line. And 112 goes around to there. So what you then have to do is to send your lines up the page to where they're likely to cross. So there's one of them, there's the other, so that forms your triangle. You didn't get a triangle and you didn't do the other one, so you can only get 1 out of 3 for that. 5 for the page. Area, volume, perimeter, all the same bit of maths really, and again that is something you will definitely have done in Key Stage 3. Right, fall into a trap with that one. What you've got is, the first one is 355 above 0, that is 40 below, so if the total distance between the two is going to be 355 plus 40, not take away. That's right. That's not right. Now we've done that since Monday when we did the test, so hopefully you can make more progress with that now. Watch my video clip for that. You should be able to do it. You should be able to deduce that. That's not right, and you haven't shown me what times you're trying to work with, so I can't give you any marks for that. That's not right either, because it's not the latest train. You can get the later one, but that is right for your wrong answer. 1 for that page. you don't end up adding the 25 minutes on because the first 10 minutes don't matter. He still gets into Bristol in time to catch the same train. That's right. That's a hideous page. That's correct, that's correct, that's not. The x is connected with a divide by 3, so to get the x on its own you have to do the opposite of dividing by 3, which is timesing by 3. So x is 27. So 3 for that page. Have a look at my video clip for that. You should be able to get marks on that last question. Right, and Jack, 17, 23, 29, 34, 36, 38, 39, 42, 45. Let me just check that. I think I'm brain dead then. 17 and 6 is 23, 23, 29, 34, 36, 38, 39, 42, 45. No, 45. So that's not your greatest attempt by a long shot. It's a grade E on my scale. It's 10 marks off a grade D. But because that was such a hard paper, when it was done, when it was actually sat, the grade boundaries were much lower, and that would have got you a grade D, and you would have been 10 marks off a grade C. So, you know, there's lots of things in there, area and volume in particular. If you can do some work on area and volume, you know, you're going to pick up marks there. And there's definitely going to be questions on area and volume.